Alright guys, so today on Tommy Grubs, I got the Tomahawk steak. No, I'm just playing. I got the Tomahawk steak. It's a 4-pound, 12-ounce steak. I'm going to cut over and let you guys see how it's prepared. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to eat.
How can I give you the recipe? How can I give you the recipe? I cannot give you the recipe. How can I give you the recipe? I cannot give you the recipe. How can I give you the recipe? I cannot give you the recipe. How can I give you the recipe? Look, how can I give you the recipe? How can I give you the I cannot give you the best of me. Taking everything you own.
Alright guys, so this is what we got. Man, this looks good. I'm so hungry. So I haven't eaten in about 36 hours. I wanted to kind of build some room in the belly because this is a beast. Kind of feel like a caveman about to eat this. I want to give a shout out to my boy Slick Jeezy and the Slk Money Mafia boys down in Tucson. Thanks for letting us use that beat and that music. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Prime Beef for giving me this. And I want to give a shout out to our main man upstairs. And dear Lord, I want you to bless this food and let it nourish my body. And bless all the nurses and doctors out there saving people from the COVID. Amen. Alright, well, only thing now is I gotta pick my knife. So I'm thinking I'll go with the baby samurai. Go with my little samurai sword for this one. These are the best knives ever, guys. Alright. I got myself my Mountain Dew. This is not beer. This is Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, because you know, I'm on a diet still. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and cut in. I like my food a little bit undercooked for my steak, like medium rare, but a little bit more on the rare side. Whew. Man, look at this. Oh, it's got the perfect amount of fat right in the middle. That's amazing. Oh man. That is just the most amazing thing ever. So the last video I did, my first one, the wings, the wings kind of were gross. I didn't really enjoy eating, but I think we're about to have the exact opposite effect today, because if you don't enjoy this, I don't know what's wrong with you. I know in the process of making the steak, the song kind of said you're not going to get the recipe, but that was just a joke. I'm going to give you the recipe. It's going to be in the comment section below. It's pretty simple. Nah, it's really, really hard actually. Really, really hard. It's salt, pepper, and a little bit of steak seasoning. Man, whew, this is just so good. It's good when you have a knife that just cuts through the steak like butter. So I got these knives right here because my wife and I, we were at this restaurant in Bend, Oregon, where my mom lives. And, you know, just Kobe beef, one of the best steaks you can get. And when they came out and they had this little tray and they had about 4 or 5 different knife choices. And one of them was a Japanese steel like knife made by the same people that make samurai swords. So when I seen these for sale, I thought I had to get them. So this is my little baby samurai knife. Whew. Oh, look at this is cut. This is cooked so perfect. Look how pink and just perfect that is. Perfect little strip of fat. So I was thinking with the tomahawk steak, I get to devour the biggest slab of meat I've ever seen, and at the end of the day, my awesome dog, Catahoula leopard dog, gets a bone. So more to that super crazy recipe with salt, pepper, and steak seasoning is I cook my steak on a Green Mountain grill. It's a pellet grill. So what I did is I preheated the grill to 225 and then I cooked it until it got to about 120 324 in the middle, and then kind of wrapped it in tinfoil and let it sit for about a half an hour, 35 minutes to get all the juices. And here we are. I used mesquite for my pellets on this one. I thought it would go good. This literally might be the best steak I've ever had, and I'm like a steak connoisseur. So I try to get steak everywhere I go. We got a place that we went to in Vegas that had a really amazing tomahawk or Tommyhawk, but yeah, this blows it out the water. So I let the steak age for a little under a week in the fridge. Didn't season it until today. And I really honestly don't know if I could have done anything better. This is just so good. So I kind of like cutting thin slices. I think it tastes better. Typically I'll dip my steak in, A1 like everybody does. I also like to dip it in this like little Asian fish sauce. It's got a bunch of chilies in there and it's really good. But today, because this just tastes so amazing the way it is, I'm just gonna dip it in just nothing. Man, look at this. This is just perfect. Look at just the fat just runs perfectly through this steak. So I'm a Minnesota Twins fan. Shout out to the Twins. Shout out to the Vikings, Timberwolves, University of Arizona for college. I'm a huge sports freak. And my absolute favorite time of the year is coming up next week. It's the NFL draft. Although I love my Vikings, they haven't really given me anything to really cheer for in February when the Super Bowl is. So I shoot for April and watch the draft because, there's always next year. So I had a tradition with my buddy Nick. We used to make nachos during the NFL draft. We'd have these like crazy huge slab of nachos, and then we'd have Skittles and Dr. Pepper. So that was our thing. We'd each make our own mock draft boards. We would each made our own nachos. And then as the picks happen, we just munch on Skittles and drink Dr. Pepper and, compare our draft board to what's going on. I kind of like to feel like I'm an expert. At least I am at fantasy football. And, yeah, so I'm really looking forward to next week. Nachos in the draft. We'll make a video of that probably. Man, this is just too good. This is just so good. It's like so good, I almost don't even want to eat the whole steak. Like I kind of want to share with my family. That way they can just taste the most awesomeness of all time. But then again, I am a fat boy and I like to eat. So I might have to eat this thing. All right. Ooh. See, it's got a nice little slab of fat. And so when I cut it thin, I can cut down the middle like this. And I get the perfect little split of fat and meat. Perfection. So, lots going on in the world, huh? Hopefully we can all make it through this and everybody just keep washing their hands and social distance and stay at home if you don't gotta be anywhere else. And we're gonna battle through this. Everybody. Whether you're here or across the sea, no matter where you are, we're all gonna make it through this. We're gonna be stronger. Whew. Look at that. That is like butter. I'm gonna continue to cut it this way. This is such a big steak. This was 4 pounds, 12 ounces. That is like 76-ounce steak. You know what make this steak perfect? It'll be a big old baked potato. But so if you notice, the outside of the super hot, crazy, never try it again because I couldn't handle it soup that I did with my daughter, I tend to want to only do meat. Although those chicken wings did have a little bit of sauce on them, but I'm trying to do carnivore. So some people are vegetarian, some people do keto. I just eat meat and eggs. That's it. Although I do have a tendency to break weak occasionally, so there might be a time or two where, you know, we'll throw some burgers in there. Personally, if we had an In-N-Out burger up here, it'd be a wrap, because I would probably have this whole table filled with In-N-Out. See, I order off the secret menu at In-N-Out too. I don't order off of the regular menu. I want a 5x5 with animal style fries. So big, I gotta like triple stretch my mouth just to get it in there. Alright. Whoa. Woo! Man, oh man. This is getting a little full here. Feel like I didn't eat that much, but that's kind of one of the downfalls when you like go 36 hours without eating. Although this stomach is really big, so it can't shrink too much. I feel like it shrank a little bit. Look at this. Look how just pure awesome this is. It's just cooked so flawlessly. Watch how it just cuts. It just cuts like butter right here. Oh, that's some big old fat gristle right there. A little bit of fat gristle. So I really like spaghetti, but unfortunately spaghetti has a lot of noodles. So one of these days, I might have a spaghetti eat-off. And on that one, I'm definitely gonna bring in my daughter. Her name's Kelly. She absolutely loves spaghetti. I said sketty. But she loves spaghetti. She's a kind of a noodle girl. She likes soups, hot soup, spaghetti, fettuccine. So, my boy Slick, so him and I, back when we were younger, we would grub. Man, we would go everywhere and we would grub. Like, that's how I got the name Tommy Grub, is because, man, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. It is hard work to keep this beautiful, you know what I mean? This is hard work right here. And so, you know, sometimes you just gotta get your grub on. I was also thinking a little bit, my son, he pretty much can eat anything, but he likes ice cream. So down the road, future thing, maybe have an ice cream eat off. Yeah! Make some banana splits. I never really seen many people eat ice cream. I like cheesecake, that's my thing, but ice cream's not really good. Getting close. Getting close, getting close. Almost down to just the bone. I mean, I feel like I gotta leave a little bit of meat in the bone for the kid, or for the dog, not the kid. For Hazel, my Catahoula leopard dog, my little princess dog. We'll get her in a video too, eventually, but she's a little wild. She see food, she start getting slobber, be hanging down like way far. And when she see this bone, she about to be in heaven. So check this out. That big old slab is officially being devoured. Cut a little chunk off right here. This one's got that little like crispiness to it. My daughter likes the crispy part of the steak. I'll see why. Kind of tastes like a beef jerky almost. Bacon. That's what it tastes. It almost tastes like bacon, like a steak bacon. Look at that. That's a solid slab of fat. And then we got some meat right here. This is a good piece. And I think this right here is an early Christmas present for Hazel. And guys, I think that's about it. So if you guys can do me a favor, can you please comment down below and give me some more food ideas? I'm not really sure what I'm going to do next, but I do want to think of something. And go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. More people that subscribe, the more ideas I can get, the more food I can eat. And, you know, maybe we can have another Tommy Hawk one of these days. All right, good night, everybody.